In Israel, historical individuals, thousands of years. Dig on the Jews, you'll find every step of the land.
I left, I got online and like shit was blowing the fire.
So Jews have continued presence in the land, fully since 5,000, before
the times of Moses.
Right. So to say that Jews came in and took over somebody else's land, which is completely false in this day. Yes, there was an Arab population when the Gulf of British who had a mandate over the territory.
Look at their flag. They support people who slit a 13-year-old girl while she was sleeping.
There were Arabs living there.
Sick man.
There was
but
no
he doesn't
state.
care because he gets paid by Iran.
Government.
Sick man. The man who killed Ahmadinejad.
Where the mandate for the territory belonged to the British.
Sick people.
And legally, the only law that actually was in the books is the Balfour Declaration that promised the state
indeed.
to the Jews. Now, later the state was split between Palestine and Israel, right? The Jewish state and Palestinian state. What happened? The Jews accepted and said, okay, we're going to take this land that was given to us. We're going to live in peace with our neighbors. Palestinians, the so-called Palestinian state, Arabs, all around the state of Israel declared war, went to war, tried to destroy the state of Israel. So that's the history, okay? If in 1948 all the Arabs...
One final question.
So you see, let me finish.
I have one final question because everyone has their own opinion.
And you can.
Everyone has their own. Everyone will say their own opinion.
I don't have an opinion. I'm just stating facts, and I'm stating the stating the law.
So final question for both of you.
Just let me answer. He said he's made a bunch of statements.
I didn't make a bunch of statements.
Here's what, from my perspective. Here from my perspective.
Just bear with me.
You have made some statements that you believe are true. You have made statements that you believe are true.
All right, listen. The question about Jewish history. He falsified Jewish history.
I believe.
So I've established that both of you are not going to agree on Jewish history.
We're not going to agree.
I'm asking you logically. He says that Jews are buried under the ground from a few thousand years ago. Therefore, they have a right to throw out all the inhabitants of Palestine.
Continuous right.
So I know that both of you will not agree on the history of the land.
It's not only not agreeing, but it's the fact that the Jews were living as a minority amongst Arabs, and they're throwing them out because they're claiming that they had a presence there for 3,000 years.
So I know that both of you are not going to agree on this. Whether you will think you are right and you will think you're right. What I'm asking today is, is there anything out there that the two of you can agree upon
to
start dialogue?
Why am I having a dialogue with these guys? What we should be having a dialogue with are people that we're currently in the conflict with, right? Not these guys. These guys are like, I have nothing really to talk to them because they're not deciding the future state of Palestinians. We need to be talking to Palestinians. They need to say, at some point they need to make a decision that Israel is not going anywhere. The Jews are not going anywhere. They're home. And we need to make peace. We need to figure out who's living where, who has which part of the land. Listen, let me finish. So the first step that needs to take, the first step that needs to happen is the incitement in Palestinian school needs to end. We need to stop teaching kids to kill. Like they have a map of a human body in schools with points on human body where you need to stab a Jew. Right? This is taught in kindergartens in Palestinian territory.
I don't believe this. Are you Palestinian or where are you from? Where are you from? Where are you from?
Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Yeah,
can I ask you where you're from?
Dialogue.
All right, thank you.
Can I ask you where you're from?
Where's he from?
Poland or Russia, where the hell you go?
We don't want such a peace. Peace means freedom for them and freedom for us. Freedom for us we had because we didn't need this nationalism that came in, this flawed, selfish movement. We lived as Jews amongst the Palestinians for hundreds of years in peace, practicing our religion. People are alive today, bear testimony to that. There is no problem with coexistence. Zionism is patently flawed. It's patently evil. They are occupying the people, and they are doing it by masquerading as a religion, which is patently false and criminal. The religion does not give permission to take the land. Benjamin Netanyahu and all his cohorts don't represent one word of the Torah. Why, for 2,000 years, if it would be so essential for Jews to have a land, we did not buy one time a piece of land, because it's against our religion. We are not permitted to have Jewish sovereignty, and certainly not by occupying another people. We are humiliated. Our hearts cry for the suffering of the Palestinian people, and the world should know that by supporting the state of Israel, you're supporting death and suffering of the Arabs and Jews. In France, Jews are not safe. Why? So Netanyahu comes marching in and says they should go to Israel. They enjoy creating anti-Semitism, creating that Jews should run to their land, and therefore they'll have cannon fodder to kill the Arabs. This is repugnant and against my religion. We pray and we work for the speedy and peaceful removal of this impediment to peaceful design state of Israel, which is relatively new. It's only a mere 100-odd years.
Thank you for your time. We're going to run out of battery.
Just say he has a message.
I want to add some small thing.
Very short,
Yes.
because we already have a lot of
Like this rabbi mentioned, we have lived in peace and harmony with the Palestinians and all Arabic lands. The Jews have lived for hundreds of thousands of years. So the Zionists came and they destroyed the peace and the humanity. They bring animosity and hate. And when we went to the Palestinians or the other neighbors and we tell them that we are not their enemies and we are not to blame for the killings and occupation of the Zionists, then the Zionists came and they say, oh, you go to the murderers, how you go to the murderers, how you go to the murderers. In fact, they caused them to be murderers, they caused the animosity and the hate, and we have all the rights in the world to go to all these lands and tell them that we are not their enemies. And they can't take away from us this right.
Thank you both of you for giving your perspective.
That was great. A little dialogue.
I mean, that's what we're trying to do, is just understand both sides with one America.
I got your pamphlet. Thank you.
I was in Gaza.
Thanks for